Hey guys, welcome back to another impressions video. This time around I'm going to be talking about Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate for the Nintendo Wii U. And essentially, I have not beaten this game yet, and usually what I do for my impressions videos is that I actually try and beat the game first before I give out my impressions or review the game. But I played this game. I think I have so far 60 hours logged into this game, so I'm not even close on being, I'm not even close to beating the game fully. This is one of those massive games that you have to play for hundreds of hours if you want to basically complete the game in every possible way. So, 60 hours, I think it's more than enough to give a, impressions on the game. So another disclaimer that I want to, throw out there is that I'm a newcomer to the Monster Hunter series, even though I did own the Wii version of the game, which I have right here. And essentially I bought this because it was very cheap for sale at Best Buy, and it came included with the classic controller, as you can see here. But I never actually get around to playing this game, so I decided to buy the Wii U version and just delve completely into this version of the game, which essentially is the Wii. This is the Wii game, but remastered in HD, and plus it adds a few new quests and monsters to hunt and new weapons, I think, also. But anyways, let's talk about the game. This game essentially doesn't have a story for the single player mode. Pretty much you are a hired hunter that has to solve this mystery in this village. There are some quakes and tremors that are some villagers seem to think that are caused by by the monsters. So pretty much you're hired and you're set off to slay all these huge monsters that are tormenting the villagers. But the meat and potatoes of this game lies in the just playing the game, selecting a quest. You can either play solo or go online. And I definitely recommend the Wii U version over the 3DS version of this game, which is essentially the same game, but the Wii U version has the online mode where you can join 3 other people and just start hunting monsters together. And the fun of this game comes from the fact that when you go hunting a monster, once you kill the monster or once you capture him, you can carve its body to get pieces, and with those pieces you can forge new armor or you can forge new weapons, and it's incredibly addicting. It's hard to explain, but once you start forging an armor from a particular monster, then you have to go back and slay that monster again to get more parts for your armor, and it's really a grindy type of game. There's a lot of grinding involved, not to mention the game itself is challenging. So this game is not for everybody. It's a very challenging type of game. Also, it's not very noob friendly. The game has a very steep learning curve, so if you're a newcomer to the series, be prepared to be overwhelmed by all the menus, all the different items, just the system, the gameplay mechanics in general. There is no lock-on system where you can log into the monster. Everything feels very obtuse. That's the word that I can best use to describe the combat and the overall gameplay of this game. Feels very obtuse, but in the end it works out. For example, when you pick let's say a melee weapon and you attack the monster, you have this animation that takes a while to get started. So when you first start playing this game, you're gonna find yourself having the monster pretty much right next to you, and you're gonna find yourself missing the monster entirely. But once you get the hang of the weapon you're choosing and the animations and how the monster behaves, and once you learn the pattern of the monster's moves, you combine all that and it becomes a really satisfying experience. And as I mentioned, I think that the main draw from this game is the grind. So if you're not a very patient person, then maybe this game is not for you. There is a demo available on the Wii U eShop and also the 3DS eShop, but I don't recommend basing your impressions on those demos. Those demos are very, very bare bones. They basically just throw you and they pit you against the monster, but there's so many things that the demo doesn't cover, that in order to experience this game you have to buy the game and to get the full experience, because there's way more than just hunting monsters. There are other types of quests. There's also mining for resources. The list goes on and on. You can upgrade the local farm in order to cultivate new crops, and with the new crops you can combine the ingredients to make new potions, and you use the potions in the missions. So many things to talk about it in this game that, like I mentioned, very steep learning curve, not very friendly to newcomers, but once you start learning the basics, it just becomes really addicting, and especially if you play the online mode with 3 other people, which by the way works great. I have not experienced any lag problems whatsoever. The servers are unified. You can play with people from different countries, and the online, the Wii U, despite not being the hottest item right now in terms of gaming, the online community is pretty big. It's really easy to find people to hunt yourself with, and also the people that are at the same level, because obviously there are different hunter ranks once you get in the online mode. So really easy to find people that are on par with your level. The game has a search feature. Now in terms of graphics, this game is I guess a little bit average. Because essentially, as I mentioned, this is the Wii game that was upped to like an HD resolution, so some of the environment textures can look a little bit ugly and a little bit muddy, but I do have to say that the character models, especially the monsters models, are really nice looking. They look amazing, and it's just the environments that sometimes they have some bland and blurry textures, but you're not playing this game to be wowed by the visuals. You're playing this game because of the gameplay mechanics, that addicting part of going for an armor set that you're trying to complete, and some of the parts to complete the armor have like a 3 to 5% drop rate, so you have to keep fighting the same monster over and over again. But once you get that final part to complete your armor, it's really satisfying. And then obviously you move on. If you find a new monster that you really like, and say you need his armor for a specific purpose, then it's all rinse and repeat. You keep fighting the same monster all over again until you get what you're hoping to get. But overall, I have to say that this is definitely one of the best, if not the best, Wii U game right now. In terms of content, bar none, this is the best bang for your buck that's available right now for the Wii U. Which, in my opinion, this is a very good game to own right now, because there's a little bit of a drought of games in the system right now. I'm assuming after E3 we're gonna start seeing new releases for the Wii U, but this is a perfect game to hold you over, as long as you're patient, as long as you don't mind a challenging game if you're a newcomer, and as long as you don't, as long as you're not expecting like super nice, next gen type of graphics. But overall, I'm really satisfied with my purchase. I highly recommend you guys trying this game out if you're interested in just setting your foot on the Monster Hunter series. This is a very, very nice place to start with, and the community is awesome. They really help you out, or at least personally, that's my experience. So yeah, those are my impressions on Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate for the Wii U. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video, and thank you for watching.